Here, Skits is here. Thanks for joining, guys. For those wondering, I am not yet.
This is from my blog of.
Sorry, guys. That was me. I am not yet 100% well. Do feel better, but this is lingering. It's been lingering for a couple days. But I'll get there. So. Hey, Nightmare. Nightmare says it's me, Eric. Welcome, my friend. Hey, Cuban Crisis. Peace to you again, chat. Peace to you, my friend. So yesterday we left off with the principles of miracles. Miracles according to A Course in Miracles. Doesn't have to be your meaning. Doesn't have to be your definition. Doesn't have to be anything other than what we're talking about today. According to A Course in Miracles, a miracle is simply a shift in perception. We are asking, can I see the world in a different way? That if I am not at peace, then I've been led astray by my own thoughts towards a world of conflict, peacelessness, without peace. I've been led away from God. God, according to the Course, being the present moment of realization. That's it. That's all. So, when we are not at peace, we ask, can I see the world in a different way? Can I be at peace? There's 50 miracle principles. I've read 20. We're going to read 5 more. Let's see. Cuban says, Yogi growing the beard in. That's what's up. Peace framps. Yeah, I just noticed that too. I was looking at him like, it's getting there. We'll see how long I keep it. I'm probably going to goatee it. I know that's not an actual verb, but I'm probably going to goatee it in a bit. Just give me a second, guys. So let's do the next 5. And then we'll see where we go. Hey, Sniper. I didn't see Sniper come in. There he is. Grand Rising's all. Nightmare says, so has wall been permanently moved to the side? Or are you planning on putting it back? I'll see if I can put it back today. I'm not sure what's different. So guys, before I start on reading the 5 principles, we had some pretty epic live streams yesterday. In the afternoon, Jace came on board and shaved off his beard entirely. Not to be outdone, our new friend Brian came in and shaved his beard and then his head. Pretty important thing. Yeah, I got to fix this. I'm looking at myself on my desktop. And yes, the wall is rearranged and I appear to be scrunched down a bit. I am not, by the way, scrunched down. Let's see, Nightmare says there was a lot of shaving going on yesterday, Eric. Warring times. Here's the thing. In the evening, Eric Lapointe came in and gave himself a haircut. He shaved his head, not bald, but close cropped. I'm not sure Eric Lapointe could ever be truly bald. His hair is too resilient to truly be bald. So yeah, there was a lot of hair cutting, all kinds of stuff. Nightmare says, Damn it, I missed LP. I must gotten off right before it. Yeah, he was the very end. You can go back and watch it. Easy says, good morning, Eric. Good morning, Easy. So here's the next 5 principles of A Course in Miracles. Of miracles, according to A Course in Miracles. Miracles are natural signs of forgiveness. Through miracles, you accept God's forgiveness by extending it to others. God's forgiveness is pure and absolute, always. It can be nothing otherwise. Anything that comes from God has to be of God. It can't be possessed by our own ego. The ego doesn't exist within the mind of God. So miracles are a natural sign of forgiveness. Through miracles, you accept God's forgiveness by extending it to others, meaning we are asked to practice perfect forgiveness. The ego can't do that. So when we bypass the ego, we reduce its importance in our life. We see through it. Miracles are associated with fear only because of the belief that darkness can hide. You believe that what your physical eyes cannot see does not exist. This leads to a denial of spiritual sight. Miracles rearrange perception and place all levels in true perspective. This is healing because sickness comes from confusing the levels. Miracles enable you to heal the sick and raise the dead because you've made sickness and death yourself, the ego, and can therefore abolish both, returning to spirit. You are a miracle capable of creating in all likeness of your creator. Everything else is your own nightmare. No offense, nightmare. And does not exist. Only the creations of light are real. Darkness doesn't truly exist. There's no such thing as the absence of darkness. There's only the illusion of darkness. And when you see through the illusion, there's only light. We can use light as a metaphor for love. Course in Miracles begins in the introduction. Only love is real. Nothing unreal exists. Therein lies the peace of God. Our role in life, see through the illusion. Pretty simple, pretty easy. See through the illusion. Last one. Miracles are part of an interlocking chain of forgiveness, which, when completed, is the atonement. Atonement works all the time and in all the dimensions of time. So we just keep forgiving and forgiving and forgiving until there is nothing left to forgive. When do we know there's nothing left to forgive? When there's nothing left to forgive. Does it matter when that happens? No, absolutely not. We just keep forgiving. Simplified practice. All right, here we go. Hey, Praveen, how are you, my friend? Bam says, instead of trimming Christmas trees, you're trimming yourselves. Yes, we are trimming ourselves. My goal is to grow my beard out by Christmas so I can decorate my beard. Cuban Crisis says, Yogi, would you personally equate light and darkness to what came first, the chicken or the egg? I wouldn't know. I wouldn't personally. I can see why and how some would. I agree with what Easy just said. Darkness never came at all. We are dreaming the illusion of darkness. Only love. Hi, Selma. Selma says, good morning. Good morning to you. Ram says, hi there, Praveen. Tandra says, hi, Yogi. Hi, Tandra. Tandra, how are the watch hours? I suspect that our friend Jace might be fully monetized today. His hours are there. He got notification that his hours are there. So we're just waking. Someone says, I woke up early, like 1 a.m. Wow, it's earlier than me. I woke up at 2:20 today. I thought you might be at 11. With 5 days being held. So we're getting close to halfway to that 3,000. Tanya says, I just put another loop up. Good. I just brought you up. Scroll time, double trouble. All right. They can do with some scroll trouble. Tandra, you are now up. We'll have this playing through, and then we'll bring you a playlist up. Rem says hi to Tandra. Soma says hi, Vamps. So that was 5 more principles. This morning, I wrote about... Give me 1 second, guys. This morning I wrote about the yoga of A Course in Miracles, and how for me they sort of come together in a very easy and natural way. Here's one of the sutras, Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, which is considered the handbook of yoga. Patanjali is considered he's not the originator of yoga, but he's the one that put it into an organized system, one of the first. Patanjali said, this is the principle of yoga, a person and his mind generate the world. A person and his mind generate the world. A Course in Miracles says that we create the world through our projections. We are living in a world of perception caused by our projections. The same thing as a person and his mind generate the world. Yoga outlines a beautiful path of awakening from that mind that is generating the world through the process of ethics, breath work, asanas, and meditation. 8 limbs of yoga. And we reach the stilling of the mind, samadhi consciousness, bliss consciousness, through that practice. In truth, it already exists now, but yoga brings us to that point of recognizing that right now is there. What I fell in love with A Course in Miracles because it simplified that. And the message is simply forgive and be at home. At home is right now. We are already at home within the mind of God. We are already at home within the heart of God. We are already pure and perfect love, but we are dreaming that we are otherwise. And all we need to do is wake up. Forgiveness wakes us up continuously. And guess what? Life is always going to give you moments to forgive. Always. You can trust in that. If there's one thing that we can trust in, it's that life is always going to give us something to forgive. Every day on a live stream, someone's going to come in and give me a reason to forgive. Every day in real life, someone's going to come in, give me something to forgive. Some circumstance, some event is going to happen, and I'm going to have to forgive it. Easy says, God's love is so far-reaching that even in the darkness, it lies. Nice, Easy. Nice. I love that. Nightmare says, okay, Yogi, I need to go save the world. Let me know if I'm needed. I will let you know if you're needed. I will let you know if there is any shaving activity going on as well, and if you're needed to supervise. Eric Lapointe might come in and decide to shave his beard. I might need you to come in and talk him out of it. The world is not ready for a beardless Eric Lapointe. I'm not ready for a beardless Eric Lapointe. Someone says, hi, Nightmare. Krista says, Yogi, do you think there are things in life that can't be forgiven? No, absolutely not. Everything can and should be forgiven, and there's no difficulties in forgiveness. One of the very first principles in the 5 principles of miracles is there are no difficulties in miracles. One is not harder or bigger than another. They are all similar. All expressions of love are maximal. Now, it might certainly seem like this is harder to forgive than that, because we are believing in the illusion of the world. We are thinking that this is reality. What forgiveness says, true forgiveness, is saying, look through the illusion that this is the world and not our perception of the world that we have generated through our mind, through our thoughts. Forgiveness takes us out of the illusion into reality. In reality, nothing has truly happened. We reside as perfect love. But this world that we perceive is not reality. It's Maya, illusion, illusory. Though everything needs to be forgiven so we can see through that illusion. It does seem more difficult to let go of some illusions than others. I can easily forgive the illusion that someone stepped on my toe. It's harder to forgive the illusion that someone has caused me great harm. However, an illusion is an illusion is an illusion, and all of it has to be seen through so that we can return home to where we are ready right now. If that makes sense. Give me a second. That's a great question. Hey, Ryan. Ryan says, good morning, Yogi. Good morning, Ryan. How are you, my friend? Someone says hi to Ryan. Cuban says, I actually shaved today. I miss my beard. You know what? Every time, I never shave completely. There's always some level of stubble. Always some level of beardness present. But every time I do shave it all the way down, I immediately miss it. And I don't know why I do it. Maybe it's the process. I'd like starting the process over. Like I said, maybe later, well, maybe in a day or two, maybe in a week, I'm going to goatee it up. Ryan says, blue's your color, my man. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Ramp says, hi there, Ryan. Easy says, if God forgives all our sins and sees all our purity, why can't we? We should make these God attributes our own. They already are. Easy. They already are. In a sense, we can say that God doesn't forgive because that would make our sins real. In the reality of God, in the reality of pure oneness, sin cannot exist. And if God were to acknowledge our sins, it would mean that they were real because everything that God acknowledged is of God. So our role isn't really truly to forgive as it is to use forgiveness as a means of returning to the reality of God. Let's see, Vamp says, easy because of selfishness. Selfishness. Selfishness is an important word. The belief that we are an individual self that is separate and removed from God. Selfishness, versus selflessness. So we can say that forgiveness is selflessness, which is why it's so difficult, because the ego never wants, if we see through the ego, we are selfless, without a self. As long as we try to forgive with the ego, we are selfish. Selma says, my dad is going to the doctor today. I hope everything's okay, Selma. Cuban Crisis says, I feel naked without my facial hair. Me too. Maybe it's insecurity, as I have no other hair. Selma says, I'm reading a book called Who Is This Jesus? That sounds like a very important word, very important book. Easy says, well, good point. Our sins aren't even real in this illusory world. Hey, Mini Garden, how are you? Selma says he's doing the blood work. Mini Garden says, namaste. Namaste to you, my friend. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I'm getting just a checkup. Lifting up the hood, seeing if everything is in working order. Mini Garden says, good man, how are you? I'm good as well. Thank you. Well, I'm doing better. I'm still under the weather. Selma says, I love you. Vamp says, what do you think about the book, Selma? We love you too, Selma. Mini Garden says, I'm fine, dear. Nice to hear. Cuban Crisis says, Yogi, we should go to Turkey and get a hair transplant. I wonder if we could get a group discount. Me, you, and Jace. Skid says, my laptop is so broken. Every morning when I wake up, it plays around turning on and off because it doesn't hold charge. I need to buy a new one. I can't wake up and be stressed by my laptop every morning. Yeah, that would be stressful. What's it going to take to get a new one, Skits? Someone says, I like that book, Vamps. Mini Garden says, please support me, my dear. Okay, I will. And here's why I'm going to support you. Because you asked. And because you always leave such nice comments on my shorts. Because you have a beautiful channel. Because you are growing things. And I love the love that you have for what you're growing. How can I support you? Let me know, my friend. Gramp says, I'm sorry for your laptop issues, Skits. Ryan says, did you ever play any organized sports in your youth, Yogi? I did. I unsuccessfully played football for a little bit in high school until by popular consensus, I was asked not to join again. To be fair, I never liked playing football, but I loved football practice. And my coach saw that I loved football practice. I would sit on the bench during games, and when we were ahead by a great deal, the coach would say, McCarty, put your helmet on, go on out there. And I would say, nah, I'm good. And he would look at me incredulously and say, what do you mean you're good? Here's the opportunity. Show me what you got. I was like, nah, I'm all right. I'm watching. I'm cheering the guys on. And Vamp says, by popular demand, by very popular demand. Finally, the coach pulled me aside and said, you don't like football. There's no sense in you playing. And I was like, but I love the practice. I love everything about practice. And he said, showing up, work out. Do what you love to do. Show up, work out. But there's no need to be on the team. And I agree. I also briefly wrestled in high school, which I loved. But at the time, my grades didn't support me playing or being on the wrestling team. And I was, again, by popular consensus, not only asked to leave the wrestling team, I was actually asked to leave the entire school at the end of the school year. In my 20s and 30s, I competed in, I did a Kempo karate tournament. I competed in judo. I competed in the very first DC Metropolitan Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament, having not trained in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but trained in yoga. I did a little bit of powerlifting in my 30s. Never competed in Olympic weightlifting, but I trained for it. And I competed at virtual competitions, meaning online, in kettlebell sport, which I'm hopefully returning to. Let's see. Crisis says, maybe there's no interest. I think that's the only discount. Skid says, hey, Alien Frog King. Skid says, that's okay, Vamps. So we got a new one in the new year. I can't be affected by it anymore. I need my mornings to go smoothly to start my day. Hey, Skits, if you start a GoFundMe, I will help with some funds to get you to that new laptop. Cuban Crisis says, Skits, mine recently broke too. I'm having to get a refurbished MacBook Pro. Nice. Mini Garden says, no Indian YouTuber helps me, my dear. We will help you. Guys, if you can help our friend Mini Garden and Official, So do you need watch hours? I see you're already at 1,000. Our friend the Frog King says, "Hi, Eric and company. How are you, Frog King?" Let's see. Soma says, "Vamps, I love you." Skit says, "Cuban crisis. Morning, my friends. Sorry to hear you broke. Yours broke too. Hopefully, you will get the MacBook Pro you want." Vamp says, "Hi, the alien." For those who don't know, Alien Frog King is Hybrid Gym. Is also Barefoot Burpees. Soma says, "Yogi, you are the best. Only the best can recognize the best, which means Soma has to be the best." Let's see. Mini Garden says, "Dear, I'm from India, Bahar. I have 3 children. All of you, please support me." Absolutely. I am poor dear. You got it, my friend. I can help you in any way that I can. What we can do is give you some watch hours to help you get monetized. Hey, Mean Garden, if you could make a playlist, I could watch your playlist to help you get those hours in. Let's see. Frog King says, "I'm not impressed with our wintry weather in the UK for the outdoor workouts. Have you got any turtles still around?" I have 0 turtles around. I have some 0 videos. If I remember, I'll pull one out of the archives that I have saved and post. I'll do a YouTube short of a turtle for you. Skid says, "Bless you, brother. Eric, kind of you, but I will save up for the next few months." Gotcha. I'm happy to help, though. Someone says, "Minnie, I will help you help the homeless people." Hey, Ginger. Ginger says, "Skits, Selma, and everyone. How are you, Ginger?" Let's see. Beanie Garden says, "I am very confident that you will help me." We will. Again, please put up a playlist, and I can have it up and running in the background. I'm sorry, I already did. Don't say my name, Yogi. Let's see if anyone can guess. I won't say it again, though. Skit says, "Winter gives you a reason to work out, though, alien, to stay warm." This is true. Have you guys watched the Alien Frog King work out? Impressive, to say the least. Soma says, "Minnie, I will subscribe to you." Thanks, Soma. Vamp says, "Hi there, clean." Skit says, "Hi, Ginger." Yeah, I gave it away. Tundra says, "How you feeling today?" Better, but not better yet, if that makes sense. Ginger says, "Hello." I can say it now since the cat's out of the bag, since the ginger's out of the bag. Frog King says, "In a way, Skits, I'm already motivated, but I'd rather not have numb hands." I agree. Vamp says, "I see you, Ginger." I don't see Ginger. He's here. He is clean. Mini Garden says, "Thank you all for supporting family on YouTube." You got it, my friend. Skid says, "Alien, I have to agree with you. The hand gets cold. I had my gloves." And if you watch what Frog King does, he's doing outside ring work. So he has the gymnastics rings. So is this your son put the name up? Ginger says, "My son pranked me." Tanya says, "Hi to Vamps." Someone says, she's laughing, says Ginger, why? Hey, Runner Boy. What's up? Vamp says, hi, the Tundra. And Frog King says, with wooden gymnastics rings, you want that skin connection to the rings. And also on the slippery floors, gloves don't help much. Also, mat slip too. Absolutely. Vamp says, hi there, Runner Boy. And Selma says, I love you, Tundra. Let's see. Ginger says, my wife will fix it as soon as I can. Gotcha. Be good to have you back. So in about 2 minutes, I'm going to head out and take my walk. I'm going to be doing about an 8:15, 8:20 live stream again of my workout. Today is repeat day. Mondays are interval day. Do 1 minute intervals, one on, one off. Repeat day today is for 4 minute sets. So I do two 4 minute sets. 4 minutes on, I rest about 4 minutes and another 4 minutes off. Let's see. Ginger says, but I can say this though. I'm just back from walking my dogs and scrub your nub. All important things to consider. Skid says to Alien Frog, I just subbed to you. I look forward to seeing some of your videos, my friend. They are awesome. 1, always a perfect soundtrack. 2, almost always out in nature. 3, no one moves. No one moves like Alien Frog King. In the entirety of the burpee community, no one moves like him. Frog King says, thanks, Skits. Hope there's something of interest. Yep, there always is. Vamp says, Eric McCarty, did you read my private message? I did. I did read. So, I agree with you. Good news and not bad news, but news. There's news and there's good news. Ginger says, Yogi, I missed that laugh. Man, I was laughing yesterday when everyone was shaving. Let's see, Skit says, good morning to Runner Boy, Tundra, and Mini Garden. Runner Boy says, to clean opinions on oranges. I think you asked Ginger this once before, his opinion on oranges. Someone says, Vamps, Eric McCarthy. The Cult of the Potato says, hey Cult, how are you, my friend? Runner Boy says, Yogi, shave your eyebrows. That'll never happen. I need those eyebrows to weigh my forehead down. Don't ask me why I said that. Don't ask me why I said that. Vamp says, hi there, Cult. Mini Garden says, when do I understand your feelings? So I come to your live streams. I appreciate you being here. Cult says, good. Thank you, Selma. Selma says, Runner Boy, no, not going to happen. Selma will not allow that to happen. All right, guys. It's time for me to take a walk. 13 likes on a 5 a.m. morning. Runner Boy says, Selma, shave your head. That's not going to happen either, Runner Boy. Selma says, I'm not allowed it. Let's see. Ginger says, oranges, I love them, but acid, and it's very mixed flavor. Sweet tart. Gotcha. Runner Boy says, do it. No regrets. I would immediately regret it if I did it. Hey, Kayla. Kayla says, morning yoga. Good morning, my friend. Call to Potato says, Call the Potato is sponsoring this live stream with Thanos but potato. I appreciate the sponsorship. Tom just says, bye, Yogi. Have a nice walk. Soma says, that's not going to happen. Hey, Soma, you know what? I think Runner Boy deserves a stern wagging of the finger. Mini Garden says, dear, I have a problem. If you told me, I will tell you my problem. If you would like to. If you would like to. Vamp says, thank you for a lovely live and chat. Thank you, Vamps, for making it, well, not live, but lovely, for sure. Potato says, potato. Vamp says, hi, the lovely Kayla. Ginger says, not the finger. Yes, the finger. And wait until you see Soma wag it. She's very stern indeed. You guys don't want to mess with that. Nightmare says, thanks for the stream, Eric. Thank you, Nightmare. Appreciate you being here. Potato says, potatoes are the best. Man, they are pretty good. I have a potato a day. Right now it's red potatoes, but not always. Purple potatoes are very nutritious. Skid says, I'm going to shave my mustache off, Runner Boy, but so I can regulate it to my chest. I am more of a man, so I'm more of a man. Hey, Skits, come on a live stream and shave off the mustache. Frog King says, is this a coded Illuminati meeting? If it is, they've left me out of the loop. Let's see. Skit says, have a great day, Nightmare, and everyone. You too. Potato says, wait, you eat me? I do not. I do not. Nightmare says, you too, Skips. All right. Guys, I'm going to see everyone later. I'll be doing my workout maybe 8:15, 8:20. If you guys have nothing better to do, come on by and check it out. Frog King says, enjoy your walk, Eric. Thank you. Hopefully I will see something, although it's not easy to catch in my camera. It's going to be dark out until at least May. Vamp says, I'm in a mashed potato rabbit hole. Eric, don't go there. I will not go there. Culture Potato says, you were paid with 15 cans of Pringles. And they are, by the way, vegan. Original Pringles are vegan. I think barbecue are vegan too. Someone says, wagon finger at Runner Boy. I will get him when I come to the code live stream. All right, I will remind you. Potato says, original Pringles. Of course, my friend. Okay, guys. Thank you for joining me. Thanks for the fun. I'll see everyone later.